無人島です。周囲は10キロぐらいで、住民の人には出て行ってもらって、誰もいません。
Psst. Psst. Hey, girly pop. Hey, do you understand what they're saying? I don't speak Japanese or Italian. Yo non capisco, non capisco.
ごめんな。俺が殺しは反則だよな。
Released in December of 2000, Battle Royale was an extremely successful but controversial film that's now considered a classic in cinema history. And up to a couple of weeks ago, I actually had never seen it. And I know, what a poser. But hear me out. My roommate and I like collecting DVDs and we're actually trying to build our DVD collection. So I was waiting to get my hands on an actual copy rather than just renting it online. And I finally did. But would you imagine my surprise when I went to the setup menu and I realized that the only audio options were either the original Japanese version or the Italian dub, and the only subtitles available were the Italian subtitles, which are actually two languages that I do not speak. But we had already paid for it, so why not watch it? And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't think we'd be able to sit through the entirety of it, but funnily enough, my inability to understand either of the languages was actually not a deterrent, and I ended up enjoying the movie quite a lot. So here are my thoughts on
Battaglia Reale.
So, a lot of action thriller films have very visual storylines, meaning that you don't really need to pick up a whole lot of context clues in order to enjoy the movie. And Battle Royale is no exception. Even if I had failed to understand the characters, their relationships, the lore, etc., I still would have had a decent time watching it. I mean, I know this is gonna sound a little bit weird, but the idea of a dystopian society that requires a group of people to fight each other until only one survivor remains is a pretty popular concept. But what makes Battle Royale really special is all of the lore and the symbolism behind it. And although I am aware that I missed out on a lot of details and that I have a lot of questions left unanswered, I have to credit the acting as being one of the main reasons why I wasn't so lost throughout the whole film. While watching the movie, I realized how much I take good performances for granted. I mean, I guess I knew that dialogue can definitely impact an actor's performance negatively, but I never really stopped to think that good dialogue can make an average delivery seem better than what it actually is. So what happens when you take words out of the picture and you have to rely on the performance alone? It's just crazy how much good facial expressions can tell us about the story, the characters, their thoughts, the intentions, and their reactions to the events that are unfolding. And while I do believe that some of the acting is a little bit exaggerated, especially the action stunts, I wouldn't say that for this particular film, over-the-top acting equals bad acting. If anything, it fit perfectly for this story because there was a lot of love triangles. And by the way, that's actually not a complaint. I really liked that the director and the writer took the time to build this sort of web where all of the students are connected to each other in some way, shape, or form. Because this made all unsubscriptions feel a lot more meaningful, rather than, oh, there goes that one side character. Everyone was someone's friend, someone's love interest, someone's op. It really kept me invested, and I can only wonder how much gossip I missed out on. Now, I'm getting a little sidetracked, but the other main reason why I was able to keep up with everything was because of the way that the story unravels. Instead of dumping all of the information at once, they give it to us in bite-sized pieces for us to kind of chew on and process at our own pace. So for example, they could have easily chosen to dump all of the student lore at once in the beginning before the actual games take place, but instead they chose to reveal the details little by little as each character was introduced. introduced, and because it was done in a non-sequential manner, it made everything more impactful and easy to remember. It also just added a special kind of charm to the story because a character would be introduced, we would form our opinion of them, they would be unsubscribed, and then we would be shown what their life was like, what their real personality was like, or who they were acquainted with. And so that was a constant reminder that these were all just kids and that none of them deserved to be in that situation. Overall, this was a very interesting experience and I learned a lot from it. It really made me reflect on all of the elements that have to go into filmmaking in order to deliver a quality film, because even though my situation was born out of my own stupidity and most people are going to watch a movie that's dubbed or subbed in a language that they know, at the end of the day, it takes more than just a script to be able to convey a full story. And I think Battle Royale is the prime example of this. So I guess the point of this video is, if you ever want to know if a movie is actually good, watch it in a language you don't understand. Bye!